What's up, guys? It's Justice here, back with another video. It has been a while. It's been at least a month since I've posted my last video. And so what I have here is some training footage from pretty recently, and I just wanted to give an update on things. So it's just going to be raw footage. I'm not even putting any music behind this, and just giving those of you who may be wondering an update on how things are going. A few videos back, I believe I was pretty excited. I was gonna compete and I wanted to document it, and I started filming some of my training, but a lot of things came up, a lot of things happened since then, which is why you haven't seen that footage. And if you follow me on Instagram, which is where I'm most active, you haven't seen, I didn't compete, it didn't happen. So basically, after I maxed out, which was one of my recent videos, I went ahead and hired a coach. I hired Jason Tremblay from the Strength Guys, a super cool guy. I hired him to help me prepare for the meet, which was at that point maybe a couple months out, or maybe even a month and a half. I think it was less than a couple months. And things were going good to begin with, but it turned out that it was just too much for my hip. So if you've been following for a bit, you know that I had hip issues in my left hip, and they have been around for a while. They never fully went away, but they felt good enough for me to start to push training. And I think I just pushed it too hard. Then hiring a new coach who's unfamiliar with my hip issues made things just hard to do. As a coach, you expect people to be fine, or at least somewhat normal. My hip issue is nowhere near normal, and so he didn't know that. I didn't know some of the things that I found out recently about my hip, so it wasn't his fault, but I kind of ran myself into the ground within a month. Training was very intense, and switching to sumo and all of these different things really messed up my hip. So I took a step back. We talked about it. I dropped the meet about a week out and didn't do that. Started to switch how I trained, and now at this point I've done 4 weeks of a whole new program where I've only been squatting once a week and benching once a week, and just doing 3 sets of 5. Last week I did a 5x5 actually with squatting, and then a lot of accessory stuff. So you saw some squats there. That was a 3x5, and it's light, and it's just what I can do and not feel pain. And then here's a deadlift day, and you'll see the accessory tiers too. And I'll kind of touch on the accessories as we get there, because everything is done in like a big cluster set, just 2 big cluster sets of about 4 exercises. So I'll talk about that when we get there, but now I'm just warming up to my top sets of 5 with deadlift. So needless to say, my priorities have changed a bit. What is important to me has changed quite a bit. Sets are increasing my weight in the gym. Performance in the gym isn't that important. I've started training a lot more in person, so now I have a lot more clients in person. I'm training at Florida Atlantic University's rec center. That's where I started working a little over a year ago when I was still a student, but I kept my contract. And what I did was I took some time off once I graduated. It took about 4 months to work on my online training business, Honor Roll Strength Training, and things just weren't going well enough for some things that were going on in my life. I needed to make some more money, so I started training more in person. So I'm training out of Boynton Barbell, this gym that I'm training in here, but then mostly I'm training out of Florida Atlantic University, their rec center. So with increased training hours, you have earlier mornings, you have a lot more energy expended walking around, training clients, being energetic. And so not only have my priorities shifted, but my lifestyle has shifted quite a bit. Before, I used to wake up and do work on the computer, and then the only real activity I did was in the gym, and then I'll get back home, do more work on the computer. Now it's mostly, like I said, active work in the gym, and then still trying to keep up with things on the computer. And now I'm really striving to find a balance. I've sort of settled into the new schedule. It's been a bit over probably 2 months now, and I feel like I'm more settled into the schedule of training more often. And so now I'm trying to get back to doing more video work and working more on my business and trying to still push that further, because I still really want to help college students that are looking to get stronger, and that's what Honor Roll Strength Training is all about. Here you see me, I'm doing split squats. Then here next up are single leg eccentric hamstring curls. So I'm slowly pushing that leg out. This thing just tears your hamstrings apart. Then after that, there's some sit-ups, some weighted sit-ups. And also, this was just 3 exercises. And the next one, I believe, is 3 or 4, but I took one out. Anyway, So yeah, things have been switching up, and so my schedule's been different and everything. And so now I'm trying to get back at it. I'm trying to develop a schedule that allows me to still make videos for those of you that appreciate them. The information ones, particularly, my training videos aren't that important to me, but the ones I've been putting out for the last 6 months probably, minus this past month where I haven't posted anything, with the content that's important to me, and I think people benefit from them, so I want to keep that going. I was surprised actually to check today that my subscriber count is still raising a bit. I'm at 1,900, so I'm close to 2,000. View count isn't that high, but at least it means there's still people finding my channel. Still people finding my channel and benefiting from the information. And every now and then I get comments too on specific videos, like my tall squatter video that is done really well, and people seem to still benefit. So I want to keep doing that, but it's funny, like when real life hits and you have demands that you need to meet, your outlook can change pretty drastically. So when I started studying exercise science and got my degree, I thought that training online would be the thing, that I would be able to just in a few months time get a lot of clients and make money online and have this sense of freedom that's associated with doing work online. And I realized that it's really not that simple, that easy. It's very competitive, and it's very difficult to get clients. There's so many people out there doing it now that it's hard to differentiate the good from the bad. And then when you have a low client base, it's hard to get trust from other people because it's hard to get a lot of testimonials. So although I have yet to lose a client online because I treat them very, very well, it's hard to get new ones, and a lot of leads that I've gotten have fallen through. So there's just a lot involved, and when you need to make money, you need to make money. So training in person works a lot better. But like I said, I'm getting back around to doing what I used to do, getting back to making videos and stuff like that. So hopefully this update gives you guys some clarity on what's been going on. I'm still in the gym, I'm still training, I'm not as focused on it. I'm still helping people get better and be better, just not as much focus online, but I'm trying to get back to it, trying to keep reaching out through social media and stuff like that. So definitely follow my Instagram if you have not already, because like I said, I'm most active on there, and you get a lot more updates of my training and what's going on through there. And besides that, just tune in, stay subscribed, because I will be putting out content. If you have any ideas for content, please comment below. I make it for you guys who are watching, so I'd love to answer any questions you have. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.